Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. You guys know that I dearly love TurboTax, and I've always used their online filing system for taxes, but I gave H&R Block a chance and I just wanted to show you guys how it was for me. No crazy edits or anything. This is the first time I've ever gone through it. So sit back and see if H&R Block is something that you want to try out as opposed to TurboTax. I personally actually really enjoyed it and might even use it for this year. So if you're still wondering where you're going to file your taxes, how you're going to file your taxes, TurboTax, I think you've met your match. Before I let you go, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification button to stay tuned to other videos that are coming your way. Okay, now let's go. You guys know, if you've been on my channel, I have always used TurboTax. And so this year I wanted to kind of branch off and see what else is out there just for the sake of finding another user-friendly system to file taxes on. And HR allows you to do it online. It looks like they've got options just like TurboTax, I'm guessing, depending on how much you're willing to pay and how complicated your taxes are going to be. So we're just going to start with file online. And here are all those options they've got. We're going to say file for free. So it looks like you can create an account or you can do one later. I'm just going to hit later because I don't want to do that right now. And yes, I agree. I'm hitting next. Good evening. Oh, and look, it's even tracking where I am. That's nice and creepy. Okay, easily import last year's taxes. I'm guessing, like TurboTax, if you had an account last year, they can link it for you. Always know what you're paying with Price Preview and get help whenever and however you need it. Let's start. So far, I really like it. I don't know what about H&R Block it is. I'm guessing it's because it's cute, like, and green, and it just feels positive and like fresh. But it looks like we're going to answer questions to fill in the blanks. So reading through this, I consent to disclose. Let's today's date. I'm going to file with a spouse. And we've got Cheng here with his lovely last name. Okay. I have used another tax company. We'll just be honest, H&R Block is the first go, so don't disappoint us. Let's start by adding your 2020 tax return. I really like that they show a picture of this. So it's saying if the 1040, form 1040 is what you would like to click here and upload so they can pull everything from last year. I'm just going to hit skip for this purpose. Well, let's get acquainted. Oh, it's all personal. Okay, so Rebecca. A for awesome. Testing. Date of birth, let's say today is my birthday, and we'll go 1990. Marital status, I said I was married in this one, and last year's prepare TurboTax. Oh, I love that they have TurboTax. Okay. This is not for someone who passed away or legally blind or disabled. I am neither of those things. Nice to meet you. What's your social security number? So I'm going to put this in and then skip to the next one. No stalking, please. How do you want to file with your spouse? I want to file jointly. I love all the colors. It just makes me happy. Okay, my spouse's name is Chang, A for awesome, testing. And I can't type today, apparently. His date of birth is also the 19th, and he was born in 1989. He actually wasn't. He's also not blind or disabled, and he did not pass away last or this year. His social security number. Okay, now let's answer some simple tax questions. Let's go. Yes, we were both, I don't know why I wanted to click no. Yes, we were both citizens. Either of us students? No, we were not. Thank goodness. Can anyone else claim you or Chang as a dependent? No, we are not dependent on anyone else aside from each other. And yes, we have dependents. We're going to say we've got a few kids. So now we're going to add those kids and testing. Son. Not married, not any of these. There's a long list of them, so just make sure you check through those to see if those count. It looks like they don't need social security, but they need a date of birth. So we are all gonna have the same birthday, except we're just gonna say he was born in 2010. Yeah, date of birth is missing. Okay. For now, we're gonna say Liam's it. We will enter his social security later. Household members can boost your refund. I love that it tells you that right away. So if I didn't already know that, it tells you that could boost your refund. New for 2021, the Child Independent Care Credit is refundable for qualifying taxpayers. This means that the credit hasn't increased your refund in the past, it might this year. I also really like that they show you that too. I know TurboTax has like a little question mark and it's like, hey, if you hover over this, then I'll tell you, but this just goes ahead and tells you. So I like that. If you wanted to, you could go and see if you could qualify for something else. I'm not going to. I'm going to take the standard deduction, still all of this. You can see all my awesome, like we all have the same birthday. Don't mind me. Okay, let's switch gears and start looking at income. So we are going to start now, and I'm just going to input numbers just to see how this works, to see if the numbers update just like it does for TurboTax. I'm going to enter manually. It looks like it did give you the info to snap a picture, import it just like TurboTax did. So let's say it's my W-2. Awesome. So wages, let's say I made 40,000. They took 3,000 for federal taxes. And just like for TurboTax, it's going to be the same for most people all the way down. So it's going to be 0. Let's say that this was $1,000 and this was $1,000. And again, I'm just putting stuff down. Let's say I didn't have any qualifying plans. And I'm not going to put any of these down either. If you wanted to, you could. For the sake of this, I'm just going to make it super easy. All I did was go to work, come back. I didn't have any of this. If you did, you could put that all in. Just make sure it matches up, just like I did in TurboTax. Check the boxes that apply. There's box 14 and the long list of items that could be. And then 15 through 20 is at state and local information, just like we did for TurboTax. It's going to be around the same thing. I wonder if they would let me. Yeah, we'll just do that. Oh, too many zeros. Okay. 0, let's say 0. And I'm not going to put anything there for there. Oh, and they're making me put one in. Okay, so we're just going to make this up. Main Street North. And autofills. Okay. Nope. Too many dashes, getting away, carried away over here. And this number, there it is, Tom, 1507. I really like this last change, increase of 1,507. TurboTax does not do that. That's awesome. I love that it shows you the change. That way you're like, I swear that number went up. I can't tell. What I do like about TurboTax more is that like the number's green. I know that's a little thing, but like if you're not paying attention or you're stressed for some reason and you just look, you're like 1507, do I owe that? Obviously it says refund, but you know, the colors do matter. And in some cases it'd be nice. In this one, I do wish it was green, but that's okay. Small little thing. I'm going to hit next. Let me move on. H&R Block. Nothing uncommon. Okay. We're just going to say, yes, everything looks good. I, in a normal instance, would add Cheng's W-2 or my other W-2 or however it works. I'm going to hit next just to keep going through this to see how it looks. I was a tester. Was not a member of the clergy. Let's say that we're just not going to put anything in there. He did not, and I clicked yes, I can't read. Slightly illiterate today. Let's go back. No, he did not sell cryptocurrency. He does not have any foreign assets. Continue without saving my work. I like that they prompt this because I, in the beginning, decided not to create an account, so that's awesome. Let's say we didn't earn money outside of Minnesota. Let's start on your income, which I thought that we already did. Oh, okay, there we go. No cryptocurrency. That was a mistake. Oh, I like how they have this button here to delete it. Because I know for TurboTax, if you accidentally click it once, it will always bring you back and say, hey, that one time 3 years ago, you said this existed. It's still here. You can't take it away. But I really like that H&R Block lets you like remove it. That's awesome. Next. It does seem a little slower. Maybe it's my internet. Maybe it's their system. I can't tell. I am plugged into the wall via Ethernet cord, so I don't think it's the internet. But who knows? Deductions. So we got income. We're going to go through deductions. We'll just start with the basics here. Let's look at the state income taxes you made in 2021. We're going to hit next. Remember, in this scenario, I'm only doing my job. I'm not going to add Chang's. Let's say he didn't make any money this year, just for it to be easy. In this tutorial, I'm going to say I made 2,000, or they took 2,000 for state taxes, but they didn't take anything from me. So it's saying, was anything else withheld? If so, can you put it in here? So I'm going to say, no, nothing was. Any other taxes? No. You guys, so far, I am really liking H&R Block. I really, really do like it. If you had any other deductions, you can choose them. I'm just going to go through and see what they've got here. So personal property tax, student loan interest, mortgage interest, real estate taxes paid, charitable donations. You can click and see more. They've got a huge long list of HSA, retirement investments, all this stuff. I'm just going to say we're done. I've got nothing else. The standard deduction is the best choice. You can say this and be like, no, I'm going to make it a problem. We're going to look at something else. But no. So I'm just going to say, yes, I'll take the standard deduction. It's what I always get. I don't have anything else that I believe would qualify me for other deductions. It goes through the deductions for you, which is great. And then let's start on the credits. So recovery, rebate credit, and savers credit. Let's start. Okay. Did you receive the $2,800 stimulus payment? Yes. If I can click it, yes, I did. We've done the math and you got the right amount based on the income you made and what you got back. Awesome. That was easy. You could go back if you wanted to. Savers credit, start. So the savers credit helps lower income tax payers save for retirement. You can claim it if you meet requirements and contributed to an IRA, like one of these, a 401k, a 403b, 457 plan, simple, or StarSup. Because in general, if I got one of these, or if I had one of these accounts, I could say yes and hit next and then fill out all of this stuff. I'm just going to click no. Let's see. Did we withdraw money? No, we did not. We did not withdraw anything because we don't have any of these accounts in this scenario. And so it's showing us what was allowed in terms of contributions. Nothing voluntarily contributed to those accounts because, again, we didn't have any of those. So it says, sorry, it looks like you can't claim the savers credit this year. So this might actually apply to you if you put money towards those accounts and you didn't take out too much. Okay, taxes, penalties, all that other stuff. And if you saw it, really, I'm not going to go back, but if you saw it said Affordable Care Act. So that's going to be health insurance. Yes, everyone in my household was covered all year long. Let's say that it was through one of our employers. That's all they needed to know. So let's go back and let's say none of us had any insurance and see what happens. So the individual mandate expired at the end of 2018. This means you won't owe a federal penalty even though your household didn't have insurance. Okay, that's something new that I learned. However, your state might still have a health insurance requirement. We'll let you know when we get to your state. So it's saying in the past, people were penalized for this, but that ended at the end of 2018. Because it ended, you're not going to be federally penalized, but your state might still require you to get insurance. So that's good to know. And then it's just going to say, this is all that you've told us. It's like a quick summary for us, and we're going to wrap up federal taxes. So we're going to go through this list and just see if any of these apply to you. Payments, so vouchers, language preference, IP PIN, additional forms if you need them, and then miscellaneous. So discussing IRS forms with somebody, designating $3 for the presidential election campaign fund. I'm just going to say no. I'm going to leave it as it is. Let's start checking. So does what TurboTax does. It goes through and checks everything you've put in. This is a cuter picture though. Can you guys tell I'm a little bit in love with H&R Block? Oh, the social security number I put in was fake. How did they know? Okay. I'm just going to skip it for now for this sake because you guys know that I put in a fake one. So here's a quick look. Federal refund, $1,507. Taxable income was $14,900. Total tax, total credits, total or tax withheld already paid $3,000. If you wanted to, you could view a full summary, that's pretty cool. Otherwise, that's it. Let's see. So this shows that paying $30 now, they keep everything for 6 years. Oh, that's interesting. That's actually really cool because TurboTax requires you to pay every year to get access to last year's documents. So like I could pay right now and then I would only have it for the next year until tax time rolled around again. And to get my or access to last year's, I'd have to pay again, like an annual subscription. But this looks like they keep it for 6 years for you. That's awesome. This one, if I did continue with free, they would only hold it until November 2021, which is the end of this year. And like I said on TurboTax, you can download your return, that Form 1040. You can put it in your own like Dropbox file on your computer somewhere online that you will have it forever and have it be safe. But sometimes people like to have it all in the same place and for it to pull for next year automatically without you having to upload it. So it's really up to you. I'm just going to hit free because this is a tutorial. That's okay. Just don't lose your docs. I don't know why that makes me feel a little bit insane when they say that to me. Okay, awesome. So welcome to your Minnesota return. It looks like it's just going to jump right into Minnesota. For me, Minnesota. For anyone else, it'll be your state. I'm not going to change my residency status. I lived here. It looks like Minnesota Refund already populated, which is awesome. And I haven't yet done this on TurboTax because state wasn't available yet. So I'm going to have to go back and do state for TurboTax, which will be its own thing too. But before I get ahead of myself, working through state income tax. So adjustments. Oh, that's kind of cool. It just lists it and you can go through and add it instead of having to actually walk through it all. I do like that. I'm just going to say I'm finished with adjustments. I have nothing special. No adjustments to my income, which I'm hoping, yes, it did pull my income from when I put it into federal, so I don't have to do it again. Awesome. Okay, state credits, family, education expenses, child and dependent care, stillborn. There's a homestead credit if you're a homeowner. Taxes paid to another state. Education if you have student loan credit, 529 plans at retirement, and then miscellaneous long-term care insurance credit. Okay, so finalize your your state taxes, payments, and penalties. Alternative tax, 529, none of those for me. So I'm going to say yes. Just keep going. Just keep going. Wrapping it all up. Checking to see if we have any penalties. If you want to if you want to check any of these boxes, just go down the list. Like always, check it if it applies to you. Applying a part of your refund to next year's state taxes, donating to the non-game wildlife fund, any of those. And we have completed the Minnesota interview. Checking my work because God knows I invented all of those wonderful birthdays and social security numbers. They know I'm a fake, but we're going to skip for now because we are not worried about being fakes right now. It's the same thing. You could do this full summary or take a quick look. One step closer. You can cross Minnesota off your to-do list for only $0.00. We're going to keep the Minnesota return because I like free things. Price preview. I like this. Free, free, free. Oh. Yep, and free. Okay. A tax pro can review and sign your return. No, thank you. Let's go with free. I love that it says free everywhere. It's very attractive. It's freaking out at me again. This is a big issue. You can't file it online. If you want to, you cannot listen and print it off and mail it in. So I'm going to hit ignore and mail. And it looks like they're going to let me print this off and then mail it in. Okay, choose how to pay for your tax prep. I am done, completely done. I have to, with inputting information, I still have to actually file it. And I think if I were to use my real social security number, it wouldn't flag it. I would be able to file it online. But at this point, you need to create an account so it can save everything for you. I'm going to double check really quick after I log out of here, but I'm going to make sure that you can, just like TurboTax, you can. But thanks for bearing with me and sitting through my step-by-step tutorial with H&R Block. Again, first time using it, very first time. Like, I've never logged onto this website before. Probably why I was a little bit all over the place. But for someone who's done it only this time as a first time, I promise there was no other practice. It was pretty user friendly, just like TurboTax. I do like a few features a little bit more. Like, it was showing us, the last change. I really liked that. I really liked that I could delete, like earlier, the ones that I might have accidentally said yes to, and just take them off instead of having to look at them and look at your mistakes forever and ever and ever like TurboTax does. It doesn't let you delete any of that stuff. Once it's on there, it's on there, and you have to either put 0 or you have to like click through it. I really liked that. And then I just like the overall color scheme, how it's really clean and green. I know that doesn't matter to some people. Aside from the invisible boxes, it was like really great to use. It doesn't look like it's gonna even ask you to upgrade for any reason. It's not like TurboTax where it's always in your face, like telling you, hey, you should upgrade. Hey, you should upgrade. Hey, here's someone's face being all nice looking, like upgrade, upgrade. So I really do like H&R Block for that reason. And I also like that they keep your return for 6 years, and it's not just that annual fee that you have to pay every single year to access your account and to access all of your documents. So H&R Block, I'm giving you right off the bat like an 8 out of 10 because I haven't actually finished and filed myself, so I don't know how great like the last 5 minutes of this filing process is going to be. But from everything else, I would give it an 8 out of 10. If this video was helpful, give it a big thumbs up. Check out my TurboTax video if you haven't already, and all the other things that go alongside it. Don't forget to subscribe and stay up to date with everything by hitting that notification button. I will be back soon.